Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I've got a problem from this year's JEE Mains April session. A given functional equation that we have to solve over here, and it's asking some stuff related to the function. So let's begin. Make sure you give it a try before seeing my solution. So the first method that strikes our mind is obviously differentiating both sides of the functional equation and solving the differential equation and then getting to the result. However, we are not going to be using this method of calculus. We're going to be using simple manipulations. So I'm going to write this functional equation which is given f of x is equal to f of x plus 2y square plus y plus alpha xy. Now f of 0 and f of 1 is given to us. If I plug in x as 0, we get some result which is this. F of 0 is minus 1, so we'll be left with 2y square plus y minus 1. And since it's given that it's for all x, y belonging to real numbers, I can always replace y with x or x with y. So we get f of x as 2x square plus x minus 1. So our first step is solved. We have gotten the function which we needed. Now we have to find alpha. Now to find alpha, we know I'm going to call this equation 1. So I'm going to plug in x plus y in this function. So f of x plus y is equal to 2 times x plus y whole square plus x plus y minus 1. Now clearly, if I call this equation 2, we'll have only one term of xy over here, which is 4xy. And now if we compare 1 and 2, equation 1 and 2, we'll get alpha is equal to 4. And we're kind of done with the problem. Why? Because what we have to find is summation n runs from 1 to 10, alpha plus f of n. So we know what is alpha. So it becomes summation n is equal to 1 to 10. 4 plus f of n is going to be 2n square plus n minus 1. And now we just simply plug in the formula. For 4 it becomes 40 plus n square. The summation of n square is going to be n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. For n it's going to be n into n plus 1 by 2 and minus n as it is. So if you solve all of this part and plug in the value of 10, you're going to get 815, and our final answer becomes 855. So a very simple question which was looking intimidating that we solved very easily without using a lot of calculus. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.